Hi guys, today we're covering all the transformations at one time. So we're going to start with reviewing reflections. Okay, so remember that reflections are when you flip over the X or the Y axis. Okay, so that means C here is going to flip to just over the X axis. This is the X, this is the Y. So it's 1, 2 up from the x-axis. So it's going to be 1, 2 down. And there is my C prime, which is the new image or the image. Now, remember that our algebraic rule is x comma y. And what happens is the x stays the same, the y becomes the opposite, which is we write as negative the y value. So right now, A is at 2. It's going to stay at 2. It's currently at 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be at negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 6. There's A prime. B is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be at 8 down here, but it's noticed in the same X spot. And we connect the dots. Was going to the C versus to the point where the C was. Okay, so there's the x-axis, and now we have the y-axis, which means I'm going to start with A since it's closest to the y-axis, and it is 1, 2 to the right. So I'm going to go 1, 2 to the left, and there is A prime. And remember that our algebraic rule is the pre-image, which is the original, to the image. That's where it's the negative x. It's the opposite x value. The y stays the same. So for C, this is at positive 4. So I'm going to go to negative 4. For C prime, this is at 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to be, B is going to be at 2, 4, negative 6. And now we play connect the dots. And there's our figures. Next transformation. So that was reflections where we flip. Translation, SL. This is where it's a slide. So it slides right or left. And that is determined by what is written on the algebraic rule. So the x is plus 2. So that means that the new figure is going to move 2 to the right because it's positive. So positive means to the right or up. Negative is to the left or down. So we start from here. So I'm going to start at C. So that's positive 2. So 1, 2. And then it's a y minus 5. So then I'm going to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is my new C. Now, when I'm not given the points, it's probably easiest to just move it on the graph. You don't have to show your tick marks like this because it can get a little overwhelming. If you're given the points, it's easiest to just add the values and get your new points. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the new A is right smack inside that C. B, it's 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can always double check to make sure that these points are correct by moving as well as figuring out your points and plotting and doing it algebraically. Okay, so this next one. So C is negative 9, so minus 9. So therefore I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then down 1. So there's my new C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and down 1. New A, B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down 1. B. Notice I did show the tick marks for at least 1. So therefore you make sure you do your counting correctly. So you should show it for at least 1. And next we have rotations. And rotation is the turn. And remember, it is always counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Okay, so for a 90-degree counterclockwise turn, that means that in a sense, I'm turning my paper 90 degrees this way. So now this is X, this is Y. So this is located at 2, 4, 6. So that's at -6, +2. So I'm thinking that A prime should be -6, 2. Well, let's check that algebraically. So our algebraic rule for 90 degrees is where the Y and the X flip and the Y is now negative. So, well, the beginning A value, which is the pre-image, is at 2, 6. Well, if we look at this, they flipped spots and then the Y value became negative, so that is correct. So we have -6, 2. C right now is at 4, 2. So C is at 4, 2. So the C image is going to become -2, 4. Oh, need to label that. That's A1. This is C prime. I'm sorry, A prime, C prime. B is at 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is going to be -8, 6. 2, 4, 6. There's B prime. Okay, next one. When it's 180, that means my rule is just the opposite of each value. So therefore, this figure is going to come over here. So this, we've already written the pre-images down over here. So this is going to become -2, -6. 2, 4, 6. There's A1. C is at -2, no. Oh, sorry, -4. This is -4. That's why I was throwing it off. -2. I was looking at the image. So the yeah. So B is -6, -8. It's down here. That went a whole lot quicker. Thank goodness. Okay. 270. That rule is the X and Y flip again, but this time the X is the opposite, is the negative sign. So we have all of the originals written down over here. So the new image is going to be 6, wait a minute, I didn't flip these. That's what was throwing me off. This is Y, -X, -2. The new B is going to be 8, -6. The new C is going to be 2, -4. Now let's plot those. We have 2, 4, 6. -2. B is 8, -6. C is 2, -4. And we connect the dots. And then we have dilations, which is last but not least on this review page. Okay, so my K is 2. So if it's a dilation, that's where you have to remember that the figure is getting bigger, which means that the K is greater than 1, or the figure is getting smaller, which is when the K is less than 1. And K is the scale factor. Okay, this is where we've got to write down our coordinates. Okay, so this is 2, 6, 2, 4, 6. Oh, this is nice. They're all the same coordinates. So A is 2, 6. B is 6, 8. C is 4, 2. Well, to work this, that means I'm going to multiply each X and Y by K. So A prime is going to become 4, 12. B prime is going to become 12, 16. C prime is going to become 8, 4. So now let's plot 4, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. B is 2, 4, 6. No, it's 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can't count, obviously. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. There's B1, and C is 8, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 4. And now we play connect the dots. Okay. And now we will jump to the next page and look at number, it's actually not the next page, it's the page after that. We're going to jump to number 11 and 13 here. Maybe just 11, we'll see. Okay, so we have to name the transformation based on just looking at the figure. Okay, the easiest way to do this, and then we have to name it and then write the rule as well. Let's pick a point and write down what the image and the pre-image coordinates are. So for B, that's -1, -1. Well, the pre-image is 1, -1. Well, what's happened? If I look at it, it didn't reflect, it didn't. I'm actually might pick a different point because the ones are all similar. I'm actually going to pick A because those numbers are different. So therefore, this is -4, -2. A prime is 2, -4. Okay, you can see here that the numbers flipped. So therefore, this is a rotation. We just need to figure out what type of rotation. Well, they flipped spots, and the Y, the old Y became the opposite sign. So this is a rotation that's 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, which means The rule for this is just this statement, because you're telling me this is the transformation and then this is your rule. Okay, have a great day.